I just finished watching the Pittsburgh versus Cleveland game, and I'm just listening to the commentary, and every time they discuss Shador, it's always something negative. The cat could be balling. I'm talking about doing great things. They won't even give him no props, and it's like, look, granted, I'm not trying to say he had a great game today. He had a couple of interceptions. I think he took like a sack or two. Some of the reads are off, but he's still a rookie, still learning bad weather conditions. They got the dub, which is good. I'm glad for him for that. But like, he made like the first drive of the game, got down, got a field goal. Second time, got down there, got a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? And every time the guy kept saying, "They're gonna pass by should do an underthrown ball, very underthrown." It's like, first of all, I looked at the replay. It wasn't underthrown. The ball was thrown. Like, granted, the guy Fannin had to go back and turn around, to get it, and he was able to roll into the end zone to get the touchdown. But to say like the ball was underthrown, like he had to go dive first forward to get it in, go back, that's not correct. But instead of just saying like, look at the pass from Shador to him, they keeps trying to say underthrown. They always try to say something negative to try to prove a point. And it reminded me of this video I watched yesterday where this guy was like, yo, a lot of times where you might, and he was talking about relationship stuff, but he was like, yo, a lot of times, people will demonize you, right? Or say negative things about you, say terrible things about you, and it's not, indicative of your character. A lot of times it's just their way of trying to justify how they are treating you and how they make up these scenarios in their mind to justify their behaviors, right? So if you're dealing with somebody who just blatantly just want to be disrespectful, rude, hurtful, and don't want to take any accountability or any constructive criticism on the way they are treating you, they will tend to, demonize you and make you out to be something that you're not, just to justify their actions, and also try to galvanize people who are not really paying attention to kind of like, be with them and like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? So essentially what I'm saying is that because it was clearly an effort by the NFL to kind of like humble, buck break, or like blackball Shador at the beginning, anything positive that he does, they don't talk about it. They don't show the highlights. They don't really glaze him like how they be glazing these other like how they be glazing these other QBs or other players. And if he does something well, they don't leave with like, yo, he did a great, good read or whatever. He did this poorly thrown ball, or this ball, blah blah blah. Now some commentators, and especially the ones who are quarterbacks, they give him his props. It's like, yeah, this guy doing well. This is a good elite read. Giving him his flowers. But those guys ain't really getting prompted up, so you can hear it. You only hear the negative stuff. And it just goes to show you, man, sometimes you just got to focus on yourself, not in a narcissistic, selfish way, but focus on doing the right thing, focus on doing what you need to do. And, people going to hate, but eventually the truth will prevail. And, you can't deny, hard work and, how can I say, hard work and progress. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because, it's really getting kind of like annoying. Like when I try to watch some of these games and listen to these things and how negative these people are. Like this kid, like he's 20-something years old. He's a rookie. You already did him dirty. You know what I'm saying? He was projected to go out at least top 5. And then all of a sudden he comes out in the 5th round. And, there's a lot of other, stuff going on with that. I know y'all hate his pops and all that, and the confident black young man, but at the same time, it's like, yo, let's be honest, man. The kid is putting up way better numbers, and if it wasn't for some play calling, coaches' decisions, and offensive linemen actually doing their job and not, faking the funk to try to get him hurt, to make him look bad, the Cleveland Browns could have been doing a lot better, and he could have had a lot, better opportunities for him to succeed. So anyway, that was just my 2 cents on that. But you guys have a blessed day.